it's Anani. Today we're going to be cooking mutton. So I'm going to show you guys kind of the ingredients that I'm using. I am also too going to show you guys some of my receipts of the things that I bought, just so you guys can kind of see like the cost of living on the island as well, the cost of groceries. And I'm actually going to teach you guys how to get things a bit cheaper. So stay tuned. Let's get into today's video and let us cook some mutton. I'm going to try to make callaloo as well. And I'm also going to make some rice. So first things first, I'm going to season everything. Just so you guys can kind of see the price of what I paid for it. I went to Price Smart in Portmore. Any of you guys that know, this is kind of like a wholesale shop. It's kind of like, think Costco, but in Jamaica. Now you do have to have a membership for this, but my friend that I am actually with at the moment, she swiped the membership card. So that's how I got these prices. I got this mutton, which is 1 kilogram. I will put the United States conversion on the screen, but this is 1 kilogram and I got this for 1,849 JMD. And again, I will put the conversion on the screen as well. Again, do keep in mind, PriceSmart is a wholesale store. So just like in the States, like if you're shopping at like a Costco or something like that, there are things that are worth it to buy wholesale because you save cheaper in the long run. However, there are also things that you might not want to buy wholesale because you might be paying more than you need to pay, right? My seasonings that I'm using actually came from like a local grocer in the area that I'm staying. So one thing that I thought was very interesting about Jamaica, because it is not necessarily like this in the States. Typically from any store, when you buy something in quantities more than 3, it's like an automatic discount kind of a thing, because it's like they count it as like, oh, you bought it like bulk, right? So you automatically get a bit of a discount. So with that being said, let me show you guys the seasonings I got, and I'm gonna tell you like the prices that I paid for them. I got this bag of jerk spice. Look how big this bag is. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but this bag is huge. And this bag of jerk spice was $166.50 JMD. This amount of spice in America, I'll put like the number on the screen of what it would be, but this is an incredible deal. This big old bag, I do not know if this camera is doing it justice, but this big old bag of garlic powder came in at $277.80 JMD. This big bag of Maggi chicken seasoning came in at $170.50 JMD. This big bag of black pepper came in at $130.90 JMD. And then this ginormous, are you freaking kidding? Like, I don't even know if you got, let me see if I can like put a scale so you guys can see. Like, this is like a cup. This is like these bags of seasoning. These are huge, ginormous, like, but this big bag of paprika came in at $208 even JMD. Also too, for this recipe, I'm going to be using Scotch bonnet peppers. Again, I kind of got them in a cluster. So this was $137.20. These are very spicy. So tell me this trick. So when you don't really have peppers, I'm on a budget, so these are actually cheaper than like regular bell peppers. So when you don't have like peppers readily available, you can actually still use hot peppers. Like she'll sometimes use jalapenos or something like that. But I'm going to use Scotch bonnet. I'm going to not use like the seeds in this so I don't blow my mouth up. And I am going to have to use it very sparsely, but they will still kind of give you the flavor of that of a bell pepper because they're all in the pepper family, while still adding some heat to your recipe. Also too, I don't need a lot, but I got these onions, and these are actually sold by the pound, kind of like it is in the States. They were 0.48 pounds, but I got these two for 168 JMD. Again, I'll put what that is on the screen. Okay, so next tip. Some of you guys are going to be like, girl, what in the world? But I'm telling you, trust the process, hear me out. So I'm cooking beef, right? I do have ginger beer. So what am I going to do? I'm actually going to soak the mutton in the ginger beer soda. Ginger and the carbonation of the ginger beer, I feel should soften the meat. And also too, ginger and beef actually kind of go great together in my opinion. So I'm thinking that's going to taste really good, but yes, that is what I'm going to do. As you guys can see, I've been like going through this. This is so freaking good. But anyway, this is ginger beer. I actually got this at the wholesale market. I got 4 of these that were this exact same price. And let me see the price of that. 979 JMD. And so this is 2 liters. So I got 8 liters of soda for 979 JMD. Now, one thing I found out. So as I was shopping and I was kind of at the wholesale place, as well as like just at the supermarket, the regular supermarket, you can find you can find okay prices on like your fruits, vegetables, stuff like that. But here is how you're actually going to get that cheaper. You need to buy your fruits and your vegetables and stuff like that from street vendors. They are going to have probably your best price. Also, what I would recommend buying from street vendors, your fish. I would not really recommend getting it in the supermarket. The prices are based on like the catch of the day, right? So say for instance, they get a whole bunch of red snapper that day, right? The price of that, because they caught so many, is probably going to be cheaper than what it is in the store, right? So look around, shop around, try to find a local Jamaican, support them, and see if you can find better prices that way, because I definitely recommend trying that route first before you go and purchase like your fruits, your vegetables, stuff like that in the supermarket. Now, if you guys saw my prepping to come to Jamaica vlog, you will know that every time I go overseas, I always pack a thing of rice and beans with me, just to make sure that if I can't get to like a grocery store or something, I have at least some food so I don't go hungry. So also at the wholesale Price Smart, I got this big old bag of callaloo. This is actually kind of cheap. The callaloo, that big old bag, ran me for 449 JMD. And I got these wholesale tomatoes from the Price Smart as well, and that price is 1,599 JMD, and this came with this came with 14 of these size tomatoes. They look like Roma, but I don't know if they're Roma. But now that everything is seasoned thoroughly, it is time to let everything marinate together. Typically, I would have loved to do this overnight, but I do want to try to get this cooked tonight for dinner so I don't have that long. So I'm gonna let this marinate for about 4 to 5 hours, and hopefully that'll make it tender to my liking. So we're gonna go with that, and then we're gonna go from there. Okay guys, so the meat is done marinating. So I'm actually about to put it on the stove so it can start stewing like this. So now I'm gonna put it on the stove so it can start stewing. I'm gonna let it stew in its juices for a while, and then I'll add some seasoned water to it. And we're gonna keep it boiling probably for a couple of hours, or until I feel like the meat is tender like I like it. I think I'm gonna put the callaloo in there so we can absorb those juices. Now, so you guys can see, this is what we're looking like on the mutton. It smells so amazing. Right now it's just cooking in its own juices. I haven't even added any extra water. I'm gonna wait until, like I say, it cooks down a little bit. I'm gonna turn this heat down though, because like I said, I think I have it on too high, but looks great. I think I'm gonna put in the callaloo because I do want it to be marinating kind of in these juices along with this meat. So I'm gonna put it in now, and then for the rest of the time, I'm gonna let it cook together. Okay guys, I just washed my callaloo. I always do this because I don't know if it's like mustard greens or like collard greens where if you don't wash it, it's really gritty and grainy. So I just always do it even though it was in the bag. So I'm about to put it in. Of course, I'm gonna add more. I know greens do cook down quite a bit. But again, remember, when you're adding it to your meat, you still need to re-season it, or else it will take away the flavor from what you've already seasoned in the mutton. Guys, it smells incredible. It smells so good, OG. All right, guys, I just put more water in it, more seasoned water. So I'm gonna let it come up to a boil and just keep stewing until it gets tender. It's not quite where I need it to be. So I'm gonna put the cap on and let it do its thing. All right, guys, I'd added more water, let it stew for about 45 minutes more. So I'm about to check it and see what we're working with. Yeah, that's looking more like I want it to look. I'm gonna give it a quick stir, check the tenderness, but I think we actually might be finished, guys. All right, also guys, it looks like our rice is finished. Guys, we are all finished. Tried to plate it a bit nice, although I'm Southern, honey. I am Southern. We don't really know too much about plating, but we know about flavor, honey. So yes, guys. Oh my goodness, it looks incredible. Okay, guys, a moment of truth. Let's taste it. I got it on the plate. OMG, looks delicious. Hold on. Let's see if I can focus. Looks delicious. Oh my goodness. All right, I think it's as tender as I like it. We're gonna see, so we first test. So we're gonna even see about this soda, how this soda ended up working with this. All right, guys, let's do it. Guys, this is so good. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can show you guys how to dry. But I don't even know that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm about to go finish this plate, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. The one that set up today's system, which is our water catchment system. So again, when I go to Jamaica, I will be doing something similar.